Hello YouTubers, and welcome to the revival of a cooking show on the Master of Puppets. If you guys have been following me for a while, you'd know me and the Lord of Malts did a small cooking segment called Cooking with Beer. Only 2 episodes. Then Jakob left for Greenland, and all of a sudden I didn't have a cameraman and a side kick and a brother in beer to drink beer with me and eat the good food. But we got that now right behind the camera, motherfuckers!
Yeah!
Say hi, Glennon.
Hi.
So, we wanted to bring this back, and it's back, and we're probably just going to call it Cooking and Beer instead of Cooking with Beer, because cooking with beer sets a lot of limits. So it's like everything has to have beer in it. This has beer in it, but meaning that cooking and beer means like we're going to pair beer with the dishes. So it's going to be a recurring thing that happens once in a while. Mind you, we are not professional chefs. These are recipes we've tried. I love cooking myself. Pliny loves cooking. We're probably going to switch it up a bit once in a while with the who's behind the camera and whatnot. But mind you, we're not freaking professional chefs. We're just 2 dudes who enjoys freaking good beer and freaking good food. And we're going to try some cool shit out. So today, guys, we're doing an Oktoberfest theme. Because in Germany right now, when we're shooting it at least, it's Oktoberfest. But you're going to see it after. So we're doing a Oktoberfest theme, guys, and today we will be doing beer, Bockwurst, and brats with a German-style potato salad, sauerkraut, and pretzels, or as they call them in Germany, brezels, with what's it called? Beer mustard. So we got the sausages here. The white ones here are the brats, and the brown ones are Bockwurst. The only difference is that the brown ones are smoked, the white ones are not. We got some spices for braising the sausages, which is bay leaves, black peppercorns, and some chopped onions. Then we got the sauerkraut, and yet we got the pre-made stuff because we don't really have the time to do it ourselves. For the sauce, for the potato salad, we've got... Actually, it requires, according to recipes we looked up, it requires mustard seeds, but we actually found a beer mustard. We thought that'd be appropriate, so we're going to use that. And then you mix water, sugar, and some white wine vinegar. But we're not going to, we're going to be a little bit careful with the white wine vinegar, because this already has vinegar in it. But that's for the sauce, for the coating of the potatoes. If any of you guys from Germany, you probably can tell us what we're doing wrong or what we're doing right. Because I'm not sure if it's 100% authentic. And then the potato salad is going to have onion, bacon, parsley, and what are these bad boys called, Plina?
Celery.
Yeah, that's it. So that's pretty much it. And then the pretzels are in the freezer because we got some pre-made ones, but because again, this is just a little fun segment. So first of all, guys, we're going to need some beer. You can pretty much decide whatever beer you want, and this doesn't really matter. All you need is beer. We, of course, went with an Oktoberfest beer, even though it's by a brewery I don't really like, but when it's for cooking, it's okay. And we're going to also pair it with some beer afterwards. That's going to be a whole lot better. But before I crack the beer, let's get the sausages in the pot here. Sausages in the pot, and then we get the beer. Oktoberfest beer. Let's try a little beer before we start cooking with it, right, guys? So this is a Märzen, I guess, on 5%, brewed with water, barley malt, and hops and yeast. Yeah, smells kind of grainy. Let's try it before we use it. Out of the bottle. That is kind of boring and caramelly. Peter, do you want to try behind the camera?
Sure.
Let's see what Mr. Plina thinks.
Oh no.
Probably good that we use that for the beer for cooking. So you pour in your beer, and you got to be a bit careful when you do this because we haven't put it on the heat yet, just because it needs to go on the small. I have a small kitchen, so it's kind of hard to do. Actually, I think we need all of it, so they're completely covered. But it's gonna foam a little bit, so we're gonna heat it slowly. That was the beer. And that's gonna keep the sausages all succulent. Actually, if you've been following for a while, I actually did this a while back for my review of Kürzlichster Schwarzbier. Then we're going to dump in some onion. And this is just roughly cut whole onion. Dump that in. Yeah, this is about 1 onion. And then we've got some whole peppercorns that we're going to open up here. And just a small amount. Just a small little sprinkle, a little bit more. haven't made this recipe in a while, by the way, too. It's an easy recipe to remember. I mean, most of the stuff in it is kind of pre-made, so we should have been really cool and made our own sausages, dude. Wouldn't that have been nice?
We didn't though.
No. I don't even have equipment for that. So then about 2-3 bay leaves in there, and that's pretty much it. What you need for braising the sausages. So these bad boys are now going to be put on the heat, and they are going to be braising for about 15 to 20 minutes. So they're actually completely cooked through, and then we're just going to finish them off with a nice sear on the pan, so you get a nice crispy coating on the outside. So we're going to go on to the potato salad. For the potato salad, you need a nice skillet or a pan like this, and first of all, you start with God's gift to man, smoked pork or bacon. If you don't like bacon, I don't like you. No, I'm kidding. But you need the bacon. You need about, I think this is about 100 grams or so. Actually, we're only 2 people. We're cooking for a bit more. We're making a bigger portion, but yeah, I mean, you never get enough bacon. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fry this bacon off on the pan. And as you notice, I didn't put any oil or anything because, well, bacon is filled with fat. So you don't really need it. So that's what we're going to do now and get these bad boys all crispy and get back to you guys when they're done. So the bacon is pretty much crisped up as you want it. And that means it's time to remove the bacon with a slotted spoon. Well, this is not a spoon, this is kind of like a palette thing. And drain it on some paper. And then leave in the fat because we're going to use that for the onions according to the recipe that we're checking out for this. German style potato salad, as it's called. Oktoberfest style potato salad. Was that what they called it? I think it was, wasn't it, Pete?
Oktober style.
Bacon's out. Time to fry the onions in the bacon grease. Super healthy recipe, by the way, guys. For all you diet people out there who's on a diet or whatever, this is probably not what you want to cook for Oktoberfest. But hey, Oktoberfest food is greasy as fuck. Anyways, so get that away over there. And then what you want to do is pretty much just fry the onion in the bacon grease until it's translucent. Let's heat up the sauerkraut. So apparently also sauerkraut is supposed to heat up the sauerkraut. So apparently also sauerkraut is supposed to be eaten hot. Wasn't aware of that. I've only had it cold. Kind of like with kimchi. I've also only had that cold. Well, I've used it in some stir fry. Oh, whatever. So again, pre-made stuff from Beverly. Not a sponsor. There's a lot of freaking sauerkraut in here. So the recipe called for mustard powder. We couldn't really get any mustard powder, but we found the beer mustard. So we're going to substitute with that and then not use as much liquid. So what I found a bit weird is that they don't use mayo or creme fraiche or something like that, as we do in like Denmark with our potato salads. And this is also like by eye. I'd say, would you say that's enough for now?
A little bit more.
A lot more. And then some water to dilute it a bit. That should be enough for now. A bit of sugar. And then you can always season it with salt. You think it needs salt. So, and then just a touch of white wine vinegar. I insisted on not using it because I think the mustard is a bit tart already, but Peter insisted we used it, so we used a bit.
Well, since we use sugar.
Yeah,
I think that it's going to be too sugary without the vinegar.
We'll find out. So let's heat it up a bit here and try and make the sauce that's going to coat everything. Oh, it smells like freaking Danish hot dog topping. It does.
Nice.
Kind of like hot dog relish or something like that. It actually smells really nice. So we got the pretzels. These are frozen pretzels. I said don't have time to make them our own, but you need to salt them. So I put my salt dispenser, whatever you call it. I can't remember the English name. On the lowest setting to get like bigger kernels of salt out, and then you salt your pretzels. And that's all you have to do with these. Super freaking simple. And now they're salted. And then they need 15 minutes in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius. So don't know the Fahrenheit for that. That's like 400 and something. 375, around 400, 375. So 15 minutes for that, and then perfectly fits with the rest finishing up. The sauce for this potato salad is done, and all the toppings and whatnot. So let's mix it. So first, dump in your bacon that's been drained of, well, I guess most of the fat. You can't help but have some fat. Then we got here a mixture of celery and parsley. Dump that in. There's about 650 grams potatoes, 3 celery stalks, and a nice big bunch of parsley. And lastly, our sauce, which I'm going to grab here because it's hot, and that we're going to dump in. So it's actually a bit thick, I think, but we're going to try it. They said to reduce it to this thickness on the recipe, so
it's going to work out.
Yeah, it should make for an interesting potato salad, that's for sure. Looks good though. It smells good. So, and now do the simple thing of mixing everything around. The brats are done simmering. We're gonna fry them up on the pan, but for some reason I think we got them heated up a bit too much because they started fucking splitting. But again, we ain't professionals. We just like good food and cooking once in a while. This one looks much prettier. That's one bit's better for camera. So those are the brats. And then, wow, look how huge the bockwurst got. I think they absorb quite a lot of liquid. And what we're basically doing now is just getting these bad boys nice and brown on the pan. So we got some colors on the super ugly looking sausages because we're stupid enough to forget to prick some holes in them so they don't curl up like that. Hey, you forget sometimes. So let's start to plate up our awesome food. You see like that? That doesn't look that appetizing, but you know what? Whatever. It's going to taste good anyway. That. And a brat for you, a bockwurst for you, Pete.
Thank you.
And then we'll share these two bad boys. Turn off the heat of that. That was the sausage. Let's get some sauerkraut, yeah? This is a nice German theme. I haven't had sauerkraut in ages, though. Do you guys like sauerkraut? Let us know. I love fermented foods. And lastly, the potato salad that is now cooled, which we just tried off camera, and it was fucking great. Right, Pete?
Looks nice, too.
Oh, we even made some extra.
Got a bit of red and yellow and green in there.
Yeah, it looks awesome and it tastes awesome too. And right now, the brezel should be done as well. So we'll just leave that there and get our side pretzel. So, open the oven. That actually is looking really good. Man, I'm getting hungry. That's on. And take. Stuck a bit to the paper, but so whoop, one pretzel for you,
thank you,
and a pretzel for me. Would you look at that? That is an Oktoberfest feast. That's a lot of food, but that looks fucking awesome. We're done with the cooking, and look at this feast, guys. This is a lot of freaking food. I didn't realize that 3 sides and this amount of sausage is a lot. And what do we have to drink?
Oh, I have no idea. What is this?
Well, can't you see the freaking color? It's Weissbier.
It looks like
in
Weissbier.
Steins, because it's Oktoberfest. So let's start off with a cheers.
Cheers.
Prost. And happy Oktoberfest.
Prost. Oh, that might be a taste of banana.
Banana and lemon. It's this one, St. Mikkelsberg, and we also have some Erdinger. We actually have some more in the fridge, but we can't really fit more in the frame. So
let's start off with this.
Let's start off with this. Give me some pretzel stick, and I'm starving. You know what? I want to dig in for the sausage first.
Okay.
So let's try the. I'm gonna try the white one, the bockwurst.
Yeah, I think I have.
I want to try it. You can taste the beer.
Yeah, a little bit. That's pretty good.
That's really, you know what? It reminds me of Danish medisterpølse.
Let's try the other side that's not soaked in mustard.
Oh, I tried it out. I'm gonna try it with mustard.
Yeah, that's more beer-like.
But it's considering that, like we fried in one of it's like very juicy because like kind of the beer penetrated it. Try that. You ready for the bockwurst?
Og også et over, ja.
No. I have really good. Oh, excuse me. You can taste the meat. It's kind of like a funny.
Way more salty.
Yeah. Way more salty. It's got a little bit of like this one is peppery and kind of traditional spice like bay leafy. Well, this is this very salty, savory, kind of bacony almost.
Yeah.
But no, I like both sausages. I think German sausages are awesome.
To be honest, I think the pale one here is the best one.
That's wow.
The Bratwurst.
It's bratwurst. This is
Bratwurst.
the other one is bratwurst.
Bratwurst.
So, what do you want to move? I'm going to move into this potato salad because that looks freaking delicious.
That is the best thing ever.
That is fucking good. We get the bacon. We get awesome kind of weird mustard sauce. And you get some nice kind of freshness on the herbs and whatnot. And then of course we also got the kraut, which is pretty good considering it's pre-made stuff. It's also very reminiscent of the Danish traditional dish, boiled. But this, my friend, this is awesome. Ready for the pretzel? You've never had a pretzel? Like, this is real pretzels. This is pretzel sticks. This is proper freaking pretzels. Cheers and pretzels.
Yeah.
And happy Oktoberfest. How do you say that in German? I have no freaking clue. Ich hoffe, dass Sie habt eine sehr gute Oktoberfest.
Ja, guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Prost. Fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. That is perfect with beer, I think. You know what? We should try and have a sip of the beer and see how it fares. Prost! We need Oktoberfest actually. Hansi.
Oh,
your name is Hansi now, and I'm. What's my nickname? We need a German
well,
name.
it can't just be Peter, you're Dietrich.
Hallo Hansi.
Hallo Dietrich.
Lass uns some sausage eating. Wow, that was shit. Okay, let's try and pair them.
Warum sind Sie so hungry?
Okay, I don't think we should speak German because we don't really speak it very well. But
I würde lernen das deutsche Sprache in der Schule.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Das was vielleicht Jahre.
Okay, I think we should stop speaking German now and talk about what do you think of this meal? Is this something you'd do again for Oktoberfest?
Definitely.
I actually think the beer pairs very well with the sausage.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have preferred like a Schwarzbier or a Rauchbier would have been great with it because it's a bit fruity. Like the Weissbier here, it's like you get the banana and the clove and like a little bit of citrus, but it kind of cuts some of the fattiness because it's a very fatty meal.
But
which
then
is
again,
nice.
I think the idea of Oktoberfest is to drink ridiculous amounts of beer, right? And I couldn't drink ridiculous amounts of this because it's
the wheat has got a big mouthfeel on it, and
yeah, I just feel bloated after.
Well, that is good. We have like a liter more next to us.
Cheers.
So cheers. No, hope you guys want to try this little Oktoberfest recipe and let us know if you have any suggestions for future episodes. I don't think we're going to rate anything here. This is just us having a bit of fun, drinking some great beer and pairing it with great food, or the food that we can make good to our abilities.
Yeah, I'll
since
probably
we're not
rate
chefs.
this 2 Michelin stars.
Yeah, I would too. Like, we should sell this in a fucking restaurant. You rich assholes. No, this is good. Hope you guys enjoyed this little beer and food video. Hope you guys want to see more of this. Hopefully we're going to be doing it a little bit more well produced because this one was in a rush today. Because we wanted to get it out before Oktoberfest kind of ended, even though it's probably ended now. And we just both of us got off work and then hit it straight here. But hope you enjoyed it, guys. Let us know what you thought of this. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. And I can hear you have something to say, it sounds like.
Das ist gutes Essen.
Das ist aber sehr gutes Essen. So, Prost Germany, and hope everyone had a great Oktoberfest.
Guten Trinken.
Guten Trinken? I don't think you say that in German. I think we should just say Prost. Or zum Wohl. I think that means to health. Zum Wohl, Prost, cheers, and Skål. And see you guys in another cooking, beer review, whatever video we make.
Jawohl, mein Herr.
Ich liebe mich auf 100. Hidden in